We define the future.
Nothing makes me prouder than when a student comes up to me and says, "Tony, I got my first job offer." But these days, it's become more challenging because it's not just, "I got one job offer," it's, "Tony, I have 3, I have 4, what do I do?" These are students from a regional university that are competing against students from national universities, the names that we all know, and we are able to show that our kids are that good. At Cal State San Bernardino, a lot of students attend here because of economics, and I attended here because of economics. I was putting myself through school. And it quickly became apparent that these are my people, right? These are the people, I was like these kids. That was part of what motivated me to stay here, was just experiencing the students, experiencing their curiosity, saying, you know what, they're a lot like I was when I was that age. And what can we do that's exciting and different? And as a result, we've created incredible programs. We've capitalized on the demographic that goes here. And we created from nothing a world-class cybersecurity program. And we're finding our students can perform at extremely high levels. Here, Cal State San Bernardino was funded to be a cybersecurity national resource center to help lead 238 colleges and universities nationwide. But what it really means to be a cybersecurity national resource center and to also be a center of academic excellence in cyber defense is it means opportunity for students. It means that the faculty, the university has shown and has a track record of having the resources and the programs together to be incredible. And our students are able to take what we have and turn it into something that is beyond my wildest imagination. Cybersecurity is a national concern. My passion in it is I wanted to create a world-class program, make a difference, but also make the world a safer place.
We are thrilled to see James Ramos, a distinguished alumnus of this great university, who has been an outstanding leader within this community and a tremendous role model for countless people, sworn in to represent the state's 40th Assembly District.
For the office of Member of the California Assembly, repeat after me. I, James Ramos, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance.
When I received my Bachelor's of Science degree here at this California State University San Bernardino, I went home and told everybody I'm an official Coyote. And my family members told me, well, you were born a Coyote because that's our moiety, that's our clan. We're Coyote clan. So we were born a Coyote. They said, you didn't have to do all that work. You already were born a Coyote. But it really is with great honor that we continue to move forward and spending the time here at Cal State University San Bernardino, where the motto is, we define the future. And as we look around this room and we look around where we're at today, to be sitting inside of a building named after my great-great-grandfather, Santos Manuel, the first building named after a California Indian leader in the state of California, is right here at Cal State University San Bernardino.
This education, this institution is just a great institution because we graduated, and yet now when we're doing milestones in our lives, the welcomeness and the family that Cal State represents is truly amazing, because we wouldn't be able to be here today unless the campus opened up for us. So it's not just a place to come to school and you forget about it. It's a place that you come to school and you're part of the family. Coyotes. Thank you, James. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
At CSUSB's College of Natural Sciences, we study our home, the physical and natural world around us. to understand the strength of the earth, the complexity of the stars, the power within ourselves. Through cutting-edge programs, we conduct innovative experiments, unravel challenging problems, test the latest technology, and care for those in need. We are researchers who examine how we move, how we heal, how we live. We learn how to meet the needs of the community for a better, more vibrant planet, because we define the future.
Everybody thinks of the professor on top of the pyramid, but the people who are going out to change the world are the people who are helping. I can do as much as I can, but it's the students that I work with that are going to go out, help the Inland Empire, help the state of California, and help the country in general. Those people are less than half my age. They're going to be doing this for decades to come. But we start now, and we start here. When I do martial arts, it does take my time. But when I come back to it, my time is so much better spent. I'm so much more efficient. I'm so much more fresh that the time I do spend on other things is better. What I teach at Cal State San Bernardino, I bring to the movie studios. The artists are benefiting from what we do at Cal State San Bernardino because they're getting more education than they would have elsewise when they got in art school. So we sort of like to flip it on its head here at Cal State. Everybody thinks that the movie studios are helping Cal State. Cal State San Bernardino is helping companies like Disney, DreamWorks, Industrial Light and Magic. Doing science and doing education isn't easy, but it's important. So you have to be fearless. We must be fearless. But the great thing about Cal State San Bernardino students is they don't know what they can't do, so they are fearless.
CSUSB's College of Education, we prepare and train the best educators in the region, some of them recognized as State Teachers of the Year, making them among the best in the nation. We provide them with the guidance and resources to be the best teachers, the best counselors, and the best administrators they can be, all with the goal of creating a more humane, equitable, and just society, to shape a future that moves all of us forward. We're more than just lecturers in classrooms. We're innovators, recognized nationally and internationally, seeking new ways of teaching children and adults to learn not just more, but better. We take Coyote pride in what we do and instill that in those we teach. We prepare educators to prepare their students to be the next generation's leaders. We define the future.
My name is Crystal Rodriguez, and I am a first grade DLI teacher at Jefferson Elementary. I started researching on which schools had the best teaching or the credentialing program, and all the research that I had done, it always brought me back to Cal State San Bernardino, and I just thought it was so meant to be. I knew that that's where I needed to go to get the best education for what it was that I was looking to do.
Crystal was a student in one of my courses, and I was talking about the bilingual program, and so she said, I'd like to have an appointment with you so I can find out about the program. I'm sure she will have a wonderful career. I have had many students who started as Crystal did, and now are school site principals or they're district level administrators, and I predict that Crystal will grow and advance as a teacher, move into different positions in the school district, do other things.
The credentialing program definitely put you in situations where you have to give lessons, where you have to make sure how to present to peers. Those skills you don't just gain from one day to the next. There's nothing like being in the classroom to give you the best practice, and that's true.
Crystal and I met while she came into our office for admissions advising. As my son started first grade here with Ms. Rodriguez, of course, I was excited to know that she was an alumna from CSUSB, and so we were thrilled because she was such an excellent teacher, and so we were proud, and of course she represented CSUSB very well.
I loved knowing that this was an end product of what we worked so hard for. I'm not going to say that it was just me or just the school, but we worked so hard to get me here.
She's nice to me, she's really smart, and we couldn't have gone as far without my art teacher.
I want to show them or show her that I'm able to pass that same knowledge or that same information that, that was given to me to better the education of her child. My name is Crystal Rodriguez. I'm proud to be a Coyote, and I love CSUSB.
Getting that award, I guess, validated that I am a member of this learning community, and I'm just beyond shocked and surprised and awe to represent Painted Hills as their Teacher of the Year.
One of the most important things he's ever taught me is that you can change, I guess you could say, your future, your destiny, by working hard, by being the best you could be.
When they see Dr. McDaniel, they see a mentor. They see somebody who had the same beginning that they had in this community. He overcame that adversity by setting personal goals and objectives and worked really, really hard to achieve. He constantly conveys to kids that if you set personal goals and objectives, you can attain anything in life.
When I say, do you want to go to college? It's like saying, do you want to go to the moon? Until I take them to a college and say, these are professors. They're no different than you and I. They started somewhere. You can be anything you want. I'm proud to say I've had lots of students graduate from Cal State San Bernardino, many of them becoming teachers, many of them becoming social workers or engineers, bettering Desert Hot Springs, bettering California, some even bettering the world. I'm there to advocate for the kids who are voiceless, the kids who don't have stuff. I work in a way that is a little bit different than other teachers. I don't ask why, I ask how I can help. I want them to give back. It's this perpetual motion where it's exponential growth. The pebble in the pond that just ripples, ripples, ripples. Cal State San Bernardino reaffirmed that love of teaching. They strengthened and deepened everything that I can be as an educator. In a lot of ways, I received my roots from a place that's home.
I think Dr. McDaniel is so deserving of the recognition and the accolade, and I know he will go on to do amazing things. It's just been an amazing journey, and again, as his principal, as his friend, I'm just so proud of his accomplishment. He's done a remarkable job there.
Getting California State Teacher of the Year really gave me a platform to start making some connections. When I started treating my students as equals, and that letting them know I'm on their team, I'm there to help them grow and reach their dreams, because I'm living my dream. The least I can do is pass on what my teachers gave to me and give it to them. Teaching's a family thing for me. I was able to go to Cal State San Bernardino on a scholarship, beyond my wildest dreams. Music and education, that's who I am.
We see challenges to be met head-on, using the past to make sense of the present so we can build a better future through our relationships, how we govern ourselves, help those who might be left behind, keep each other safe, and make the best of our resources. Students and faculty at the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences are among the best, honored nationally and internationally. We equip our students to learn, to think critically, to challenge, to succeed, to lead, so that together we define the future.
I think the thing that inspired me the most to do what I do is just a natural love for children. Sort of figured out that that was the path for me in terms of where my professional life would go. The presiding judge of the juvenile court for San Bernardino County had learned about my work and my particular background at Cal State here. He was seeing some of these young adults re-entering his courtroom over and over and over, and he was very much invested in the idea of finding some way to stop that cycle. He reached out to me and asked about the development of a program that could be implemented in San Bernardino County schools where we could make a difference. That was sort of the beginning of the program at Barbara Phelps, where we do the interventions to, in essence, build working memory skills so that these guys do better in school, are more likely to stay in school. Over the years, it's worked out really well. A lot of the kids who used to see this judge on a regular basis, they're not in the courtroom anymore. As I've said to our undergraduates here, always be true to yourself in terms of what drives you, what you're really passionate about. There's just sort of a fundamental passion for me to see these guys go from where they are now to something that maybe perhaps they never imagined they could be. It is what drives me to continue to be a faculty member here. I still say to this day, what the undergraduates get here was better than what I got when I was an undergraduate. Hi, I'm Eugene Wong. I love CSUSB, and I'm a Coyote for life.
The moment I came onto campus at Cal State San Bernardino, I knew I wanted to get involved and I didn't know how. And one of my professors told me about the Model United Nations program, and it immediately drew me in. I mean, that fact that I would be involved in the whole United Nations process, know what's happening around the world, and be able to represent a country and experience that whole thing, that was that was the moment I knew.
I knew of the CSUSB Model UN program before I took this job at CSUSB. My former institution, we had a Model UN program. The CSUSB Model UN program was the program that they aspired to be like. So I knew of Kevin Grisham, I knew of the program here, I knew of its history well before I took the job here.
In some cases, students come in with this preconceived notion of, I don't want to be a diplomat because I'm a mathematician, but what they learn is it's not about learning to just be a diplomat, it's learning about what they can do beyond this. So when they leave Cal State, is they can take a lot of those skill set and apply them, and that makes a huge difference.
I am a political science major. I wanted to get into the political scene, but did not necessarily know which side of it. So this opportunity allowed me to research global politics and international relations in a way that I would have never gotten in my classes. It is through Dr. Grisham actually that I added my global studies double major. Molding the insights that I gained from Model United Nations, from the global perspective, and applying that to the Congresswoman's office that I worked in, it really helped me gain new perspectives on what issues we are facing in this country and how we might be able to find solutions to that. In the end of the day, I think everybody in that room understands that we're there to work together, and that awards are one thing, but getting the professional growth and working effectively is a totally different success. And I think that's actually the more important one.
The Model United Nations program is a life-changing program, and I would say that any student that has the opportunity to participate in it should, especially because this program takes students from all backgrounds. I'm coming from a criminal justice major. We have students from environmental studies, we have students from mathematics, biology. It's all sorts of things, and it has all sorts of topics. But if you have the opportunity to get involved, this is the program to get involved in. It's amazing, life-changing.
We communicate in infinite ways, and CSUSB's College of Arts and Letters helps students refine their voice. Some speak through the rhythm of an instrument, others through the stroke of a brush, while some express themselves beneath stage lights. Others connect behind a radio mic. We articulate our thoughts on paper, convey creative messages through advertising, explore cultures and literatures from around the globe, and keep the past alive through our accredited museum. We are storytellers, teachers,